meditation today, so choose your position. Let's change up our breathing a little bit today, just to be able to focus on it more, to breathe in cool breath through the mouth and breathing out through your nose. And a reminder, or our new take on stress, is to have the solution of taking a few deep breaths, paying attention to the breath. Every time you're breathing out, you tell yourself that you are relaxing. Relax. Every time you breathe out, imagine that you are blowing out any stress or any busyness. And we're going to go through a little process of blinking the eyes. So every time I say the number, you blink your eyes. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now allow your eyes to gently close, and when you do this, you feel a wave of relaxation sweeping over you. Now let's bring our focus to the top of the head. Just noticing how the top of your head feels. Focus on the sensations. Now let's move our focus down to the eyes, and simply noticing how your eyes feel, and ask them to relax a little more. The little movement in your eyes is called rapid eye movement, and it's completely normal. These small eye movements actually allow for you to feel calm. Notice how the back of your head feels against the surface that it is touching. How heavy does your head feel right now? Allow your focus to move to your nose and feel the slight sensations of the air moving in and out with your breath. When you breathe in, imagine that you're being filled with calmness. And when you breathe out, imagine that your body is feeling a little heavy and deeply relaxed. We still maintain awareness. We remind ourselves that when we are presented with feelings of stress, we know that our breath is there to soothe us and to guide us into relaxation. Let's bring our attention to our ears and allow them to drift just a little bit more toward the mat. Bring our attention to our mouth. Our mouth is relaxed along with the chin and the jawbone, the cheeks. Take breath and so grateful that we are healthy. We move our focus to our throat. To the chest. Our arms and hands are relaxed. Whenever you experience any tension in your body, just try to relax yourself and even talk to that area. So let's move on down to the gut, relaxed. Relax through the hips. The thighs. The knees. The shins and the calves. Ankles are relaxed. Feet are relaxed. You're going to experience a sweeping motion from the tip of your toes all the way up your body to the head and a little bit above. Another sweeping motion from your toes to right above your head. And a third sweeping motion from the tip of your toes to right above your head. We'll remind ourselves that every day we're getting better and better in every way. In order to make great changes, we challenge our thoughts. And any unproductive thought that arises, we immediately have that thought stop. And positivity will be replaced. This gives you the opportunity to start a new positive thought process. Slowly coming back around to the present moment. Feeling or imagining a new energy coming in as you breathe. Bringing back all that you've learned today and been reminded of. We're almost there. Welcoming you back. And I challenge you and encourage you more so to do this powerful work with yourself without skipping a day. At least 21 consecutive days. In this way, you change your life for the better. And all it is just taking even 5 minutes to just breathe and scan the body. So if you'll go ahead and roll yourself over onto your side, coming around to bringing yourself to sitting position. And let's softly turn ourselves to your right. Telling yourself how glad you are that you are here today to refresh and to renew. Feeding your spirit, your soul, your mind, and your body. And better able to give to others. As though you have a book balanced on your head, let's come around the other way. And we come back at center and bring both hands back behind. We're going to lean a little bit forward, bring those arms in close. Spread your fingers. Come on up, breathe in and face lifted. And release. Bring strength through your arms when we come back up, almost like you're pressing yourself up off the ground. Almost. Last one. Let's breathe in through the mouth. And out through the nose. Back at center. We'll go through our next stage of medicine through the tapping. So let's tap to the chest. To the shoulders. Back to center. And let's tap left underarm. Rest your hand on your neck. Tap through the hand, Mother Teresa's prayer. May we have quiet in the mind. Index finger. May we have quiet in the eyes. Middle finger. Quiet in the ears. Next finger. Quiet in the mouth. Little finger, quiet in the heart. Side of the hand, and back of the hand. Let's dry wash through the hands and then bring our tapping to the other underarm. And tap through the hand in our own personal prayers. Next finger. Next finger. We'll tap to the next finger. We'll remind ourselves daily to be encouraging and kind to others. Maybe the only way that some people see God is through our kindness, our smiles, our caring and love. And let's tap to the next finger and a prayer that God's light shines through us to others. Side of the hand and the back of the hand. Rubbing across the fingertips, we're going to bring that energy to the chin. Remind ourselves of our words. We always have to catch ourselves. Bring ourselves a little bit back down to earth. And along the jaw, upper lip, under the eyes, beside the eyes, and over the eyes. To the crown of the head. And just dusting off. Bring bottom of our feet together. We'll begin to move the body. flutter the legs, bringing balance from one side of mind and body to the other. Deep breath, deep down into the belly. We'll come to be still, stretching out your left leg. We're going to turn toward your bent leg. Stretch that stretched out leg. Press it to the mat and toes toward the sky. Sliding out that right hand, another arm up and over and reach. Just like you feel my hand on your hand, giving it a gentle tug. Bring hand behind your head and face toward your elbow. Come on up and let's bend that leg back behind best as you can. Closer you can get it, the better. And hands in front of your knee. We're going to shrug the shoulders toward the ears. Drop one shoulder and lean to the other. And we'll alternate. Back at center. And when you breathe out, nose toward your knee. Breathe in, come up. Check that your body is relaxed when it comes down, just like that little doll that collapses. We'll come on up and let's exchange our feet, our legs position. We'll turn toward the bent leg. Slide hand out, other arm up and over and reach. Hand behind your head and face toward your elbow. Back at center, we're going to bend that leg back behind. Shrug your shoulders toward your ears. Relax them and face toward your knee. Relax those shoulders down. And breathe in, come up. And one more time. Pressing up. And let's come on around on our hands and knees. I'm going to breathe in and out, cat-cow. 2 more breaths like that. This is a great one to do before going to bed at night too. Back at center, we're going to stretch back left leg. Again, stretch out that leg, draw your belly in, bend your leg and knee to the left, toes to the ground, right arm forward, right hand replaces left, and hand under and up. We'll come back at center, stretching back right leg, we'll bend it and knee to the right, toes to the ground and press back, left arm forward, bringing balance and polarity to the body. Left hand replaces right, hand under and up. And every day we ask God's protection, blessing, gratitude. Please give us strength. We'll come back at center. And take the knees open and come on down in child's pose for a brief healing pause. Take our hands and bring them forward and stretch them out for this point. And we're going to come on up on our hands and knees. And we'll come to the knees. Let's bring hands at the hips and hips forward. Straighten the spine and shift your weight, taking right foot forward. And bring arms up. And we'll bring hands to the ground and just check in with your body if it's right for you today to stretch your left leg. Ease the knee to the ground. Come on up. Bringing your leg back. We'll shift our weight and other foot forward. And arms up. Hands to the ground, and we'll straighten right leg. Knee to the ground. So come on up, bring that leg back. And let's come down on our elbows. If it feels right for you, let's stretch up left leg. We'll bend it. Knee to the ground. Slowly stretching up right leg. We'll bend it. And knee to the ground. Let's interlace our fingers and check in with your body, either staying in this position or tucking your toes under and straightening the legs. Try to relax your feet. And the next time you breathe out, knees to the ground. Take our hands under the shoulders, keeping your toes tucked under. Straighten the legs to down dog. Or coming up your best way. Bend one knee then the other. Hands and feet, small steps toward each other. Take hands to elbows today. Weight of the arms, the shoulders. Create a little traction for your neck. Going to take right elbow forward, then the left. One more time. Relax your hands down to the ground. It's going to slowly come up, unfolding like a flower. mountain pose. Stand as delectable mountains, loved by God. Relax the arms. I'm going to roll up on the toes and back on the heels. Reminder to lift your toes up if you can. And we'll come to be still, taking right foot forward and arm up. Releasing down. And coming up. Stepping back. And left foot forward. Left arm up. Releasing down. And let's come up. And stepping back. I'm going to turn to the front of the room. Let's take right heel to inside of left leg, hands to heart. So you're always boss of your own body. You can either have a flat foot, on your toes. We'll go to the next stage. Pay attention and pick your leg up, just if it feels right. Releasing that down and spring left heel to inside of right leg or foot flat. Picking leg up. Step that foot out and open your feet wide. Bend one knee then the other. Turning right foot to the right. Bend the knee, arms open. Right hand up, face lifted. Releasing down. Coming up, we'll switch our feet position. Arms open. Left hand up. Releasing down. Coming up. Let's match up our feet. Keep our chest and face forward as we reach down and gather, gathering positivity to bring it all around ourselves. We gather. I am healthy. I am grateful. I am blessed. And I am loved. Those arms stretched out side to side. Relaxing your hands down. We're going to come down, but we're going to sit down and face the windows. So stretch your legs out. We're going to take our hands back behind. Slide them back a little bit, not too close. So you're going to lift up left leg, bring it down and up. And one more time. Other leg. Now come on back with me on your elbows, hands at your hips. I'm going to do a few frog positions. So let's breathe in, face and chest up. And release. Think about all the positivities of this move. Opening your heart, expanding through your lungs. And one more. So stand here on our elbows. Let's bring feet to the ground. We're going to bring left ankle above right knee. Flex your foot, and with your own strength, just having that left knee away from your face as much as you can. Now let's slowly exchange the position of the legs. Leave your legs like that, but come on down on your back. We're going to take our hands through and around and grabbing that left leg, interlace fingers, head down. Keep your feet flexed so that you can feel a little bit greater stretch in that right hip. Breathe with me. Now, if this is challenging for you, don't go any further, because this one's a little bit more challenging, where we can bring the knee and nose toward each other. And release down slowly. So keeping your legs up, we're going to roll to the right, help them with your hands. Focus on your breath. And then we're going to roll on over to the left. So take hold of your foot, top or bottom. Stretching out right arm if you can, and facing that way. Once you get in position, try to relax as much as you can. And just breathe with me. Remind ourselves it never matters what we can do, how far we can press ourselves. It's how much we grow in our mind, our spirit, our heart. Now it's coming back at center. Just stretch that leg out to the right, support it, to the left. Bring it back. We're going to take left ankle above right knee. Taking your hand through and around, I'm going to pick that leg up. Keep your head down to begin with. Flex your feet. Breathe. Pick your head up if it works for you. Bring your knee and nose toward each other. Relax down. Keep those legs but still up. Roll on over to your left. And roll to your right. Take hold of your foot. Stretch that left arm out. Make everything work for you, for your body. Coming back at center, stretch that leg out to the left. Get it as straight as you can and hand it over to the right. Back at center, stretch up both legs. We're going to point, flex our feet and have our legs as straight as we can. Circle those feet around and other way. Hug your legs in. Let's make fists and bring them behind the knees. Tuck them under. Squeeze down on your hands. Toes toward the sky. So release the hands, open and close them. And wrap them around below the knees and just rocking side to side. So when we stretch ourselves out today, I haven't touched you yet, and always have to touch you. I'm going to come just lay a hand lightly on your shoulder, and then I'll do that sweeping over you that we did in the meditation today. So let's go ahead and stretch ourselves out. I'm going to take these sacred moments. Just allow everything to come together. Get into our system. bringing our session to sunset. Our thread for thought, a few tips. May we remember to return our shopping cart, tip our server well, pick up some trash, hold the door for the person behind you, allow someone to move into your lane. Small acts have a ripple effect, and that's how we change the world. And may we make someone smile today at no one else's expense. We'll bring our hands to heart. And bringing our session to close. I have a quick tiny message after our closure. We close in honor of one another's spirit, in gratitude of this space and this time, and one another. Namaste. Namaste. So I had a quick funny about yesterday. All these stories come so that I can share them with you. I always tell Bruce when I have somebody coming, like for a private session and all, but yesterday he came there in the office and he said, "Do you have someone coming in a red truck?" And I said, "No." I said, "There's a red truck out there?" He goes, "Yeah." So in a minute or so, I walked out here and there's a woman standing inside. See, I lock the door. Even when I water, I lock the door. But not so much Bruce. He had left the door unlocked. And so this lady's standing in here and she says, "I left your dinner on the counter." And I knew right away, it's a wonder I knew, it's a wonder it hit me, but I knew that Greenie's husband had back surgery about a week ago, so I figured the church was bringing dinner, And so she said, the dinner's on the counter, and I said, "Well, that's for the next door neighbors, for the Greens." And she was so embarrassed and everything that she'd come on in the house, put it in the kitchen. And evidently she'd never been to their house, or she would have known it's not their house. And I said, don't be embarrassed. I said, somebody else came another time, and that lady and I had several moments of conversation before we realized she was not in the right house. And she came to measure Greenie to make clown outfits for her, or to take in clown outfits or something. But she was talking, and I was talking, and she thought she was in the right place. I knew after a moment, that she wasn't, So
anyway, check Grenie's address on her brain.
Right.
She whipped the tape measure out. You knew something.
I was telling a private client about that early this morning, and she said, "What was your indication when she started measuring you?"
Well, but it's nice. It gives everybody a little
funny, yeah.
Come on in, Bruce.